When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
There's a lot of more know about the fantasy headlines. Nation. Headline nation. Fantasy headlines for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo. Analytics off the chain. All the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chubb life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
What is going on to the nation? I don't know if you can tell, but I am feeling much better now. It was a couple of days of just pure, all of this just hurt. Everything, it just hurt. And y'all let me know too in the videos, in the comments. Kyle, you look and sound like crap. And while I appreciate all of you being very honest with me, you all suck. No, I'm kidding. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you here. It is a Saturday night. We've actually got some games, some preseason games kicking off here in just a few minutes. So I don't know about you. What happened here? Hold on a second. So I don't know about you. Maybe let's take a look at a few overs. A little over under higher lowers over on Underdog. Man, try to say that 15 times fast, because clearly I can't. Let me bring this stuff up here real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's pick a few here real quick. Aaron Rodgers, higher or lower than 60.5 passing yards, higher, lower, 3.95 fantasy points going up against the New York Giants. I kind of want to take the over 3.95 fantasy points. Trey, what is going on? Trey gifting a membership to the Headliner Nation community. That went out to Vixen. Everyone throw a little hashtag Trey in the chat. Jay Noise with a $10 dono. Football is back, and so is the nation. Headliners never stop, though. We don't. We never stop, Jesse. You are 100% correct. Briz just won $100 on the early games. Briz dropping a $5 dono in there. Appreciate you, Briz, as well. I kind of want to go higher on Aaron Rodgers and 3.95 fantasy points. Don't know if the Giants are going to be even starting a lot of their defense. Some quick throws. Get Aaron Rodgers feeling really good. Even if he plays just one drive and throws a touchdown, that's higher right there. I'm going to take the higher on the fantasy points. Anthony. Hold on just a second. Let's just drop some quick props for tonight. Or some quick, pick'ems for tonight. Jalen Hyatt, higher, lower, 26.5 receiving yards. I don't anticipate Saquon really playing this week. Eric Gray. Higher, lower, 39.5 rushing plus receiving yards. Let me see something here real quick. What has Eric Gray done so far? I want to see 2023. Oh, it doesn't show me preseason stats? Are we kidding right now? Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. I'm interested in Eric Gray. Where is the stat? Like, do they not have... There's no... where I can't find preseason stats anywhere. I'm thinking Eric Gray. Oh, if I click on the player? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Only 5 attempts in the last 2 games, 16 and 9 yards. Last game, 5 attempts and 2 receptions. I feel like we see a lot of Eric Gray tonight. I want to go higher here. Let's lock in a higher. I just feel it. I just feel it. Trevor Siemian and Jake Brown. Jake Browning, 99.5 passing yards. I kind of want to go the lower on the passing yards with Jake Browning. So that's 3 picks. I'll get to the super chats in just a second, but it is 5:54. These games kick off at 6, so I want to get these in as soon as possible if I can. Skylar Thompson played very well last week. His higher. I kind of want to take the lower on Trevor Lawrence as well. I don't think he'll be out there very long. I'm going to go lower on Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he'll be out there long enough. We could see a healthy dosage of Tank Bigsby again tonight against Miami. That's what I'm going to lock in right there. I'm going to lock these in. I'm going to take the insurance because it's the preseason. You never know what could happen. Let's go ahead and pay out the $5 right now. And let's lock these in. This is what we went with tonight. Aaron Rodgers higher than 3.95 fantasy points. Eric Gray higher than the 39.5 rushing plus receiving. Taking the lower on Trevor Lawrence's passing yards. Taking the higher on Tank Bigsby's 31.5 rushing plus receiving. And taking the lower on Jake Browning's 99.5 passing yards. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to go with right there. Absolutely love it. Let's go, baby. Why not? It's the preseason. I do it with all my preseason bets because weird things happen. And I'm also only doing $5 because it's the preseason. Anything can happen. Once we get into the regular season and things shake out, that's where we start to build. All right, let me scroll back up here real quick. Anthony Barrett with the $3 donation. 10-man PPR league, third pick, Chase or CMC. Chase is still my number 2, or not Chase, excuse me. CMC is my number 2 overall player behind Justin Jefferson right now. If you're getting one of those two guys at the third pick, I'm assuming Bijan Robinson probably went before one of them. You know, with it being a PPR league, I probably still kind of roll with CMC there. Briz gifting a membership to the Headliner Nation community. That went to B. Young Cho. Congratulations on getting that membership there. Make sure we throw a little hashtag Briz in the chat. So, what's going on, Eric? It's been a while. Hey, Kyle. Kept the Sun God in the 5th round keeper league. Have the 4th pick in the 1st round. Eckler, Kelsey, Diggs available. Who do you go with? Thanks as always. Since you already kept a wide receiver, that's going to keep Diggs out for me. I still have Eckler. I would go Eckler over Kelsey. Briz becoming a member for the 14th month. I smashed the over on Rodgers a couple times too. Let's hear the rest. Gilo sending their very first super chat. Appreciate the $2 donation. Matt Glore with the $2 donation. I traded CMC and Hunt for Bijan and Gabe Davis. Thoughts? Well, you definitely won because CMC and Bijan aren't super far off. And you traded a dude not even on a roster right now for Gabe Davis. So I'm giving you the win there. Definitely Ramondre Stevenson over ETN. I still have ETN with top 10 potential, or excuse me, top 12 potential, but I got Stevenson above him. I'm sorry, there's no logical stats to back up Tank Bigsby taking Travis Etienne's job away from him. There just isn't. If you like Tank Bigsby and you think he is a good running back, that's one thing. But there's no stats from last season to show that Travis Etienne is even a little bit deserving of losing his job. Supreme Being becoming a member for the 13th month. Got my live draft starting in 1 hour. Wish me luck and wish Tristan bad luck. Tristan, I hope you suck tonight. And Supreme, all the luck in the world to you. Thanks for becoming a member for the 13th month. Vikash becoming a member for the 5th month. And a draft pick 8. Henry Jones, Ridley, Lawrence, Swift, Montgomery, Sutton. What do you think so far? So you went Henry, Jones. What? Aaron Jones? Am I missing something? Is it Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones. Okay. All right, so Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence, DeAndre Swift, Montgomery, Sutton. I like starting off with Derrick Henry. It would have been interesting to see, because Aaron Jones is like a 3rd or a 4th round pick. So it would have been interesting to see who would have still been there that you picked Aaron Jones over. And then potentially taking somebody like a running back in the 3rd round and maybe a wide receiver in the 2nd round. It has potential, but there is also a lot of risk there. if I had to give it a grade right now, I would say B minus kind of to start. It is a little worrisome for me. It is ski. My bad if I'm messing that up. I apologize. $5 donation. Appreciate you. 10-team PPR keeper league. Should I keep Kenneth Walker for an 11th rounder or Barkley for a 3rd? As good as the value is there on Kenneth Walker, Saquon Barkley is a locked in stone top 7, top 8 pick right now. Keep Barkley in the 3rd. Keep Barkley in the 3rd. Ben gifting 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Make sure everyone throws a little hashtag Darth Desmond in the chat. Gifting 5 memberships going out to Sean, Jimmy, Downtown Dinos, ACQ, and the Moa family. Make sure y'all thank him for that. Tristan becoming a member for the 13th month. Wish me the best of luck in Josh, last year's loser. Bad luck again. Tristan, I would just like to say I appreciate you being a member for the 13th month. But nobody gets between me and my Supreme. I hope you blow it tonight and Supreme absolutely dominates. Well, that's what's. Oh, I just scrolled on me. Someone was asking another question about Bigsby. I was going to respond. Sean, first time in the club. Let's see what all this is about. Hey, come on into the club. Get your dancing shoes on because we're going to be dancing our way to fantasy championships all year long. Frisket Biscuit. It feels like a while since I've said that name. What's going on? Welcome back. Member for 10 months. I have my redraft tonight. I am the 5 pick, and I don't know who I'll get. Hill, Bijan, Diggs. I plan to go in and snipe options 1 round ahead. Thoughts? Number 1, always, Bigsby is the clear number 1, and we'll start week 6. I can book it. Anthony, you have no stats to back that up. None. And he's not the clear number 1. Come on, man. If you like Bigsby, that's fine. But clearly, you've got either some sort of a vendetta against Travis Etienne, or you're an irrational Auburn fan. I mean, come on. Holy cow. I have my redraft tonight. I am 5 pick. Okay. So, always go get your guy. Always go get your guy. Okay? So if you need to snipe a round ahead, then snipe a round ahead. You can ask it, Nick. Nick, are you in the chat right now? He probably is. Nick and Cody and I are actually doing, this is what's been super fun. I'll show you the teams in a little bit. I'm actually doing drafts with our subscribers this year. Like, we're running teams together, and that has been a whole lot of fun for me. I'll go into it more in a minute. But Nick and Cody and I are drafting teams together right now, and we've literally, if we like a guy, we go get him. We don't care about what the ADP is. We want to make sure we get him on our team. So if we got to go around early, we got to go around early. As far as having the 5th pick, I mean, with those options right there, between Hill, Bijan, and Diggs, I'd probably go Bijan and get my running back. Depending on how you want to go, you could go, I'd go Hill or Bijan. I'd go Hill or Bijan for sure. You know, then in your 2nd round, if you go Bijan in your 1st round, you got to go a wide receiver in the 2nd round. If you go with Hill in the 1st round, then you got to go running back after that. Tristan with the $2 donations. I can respect that. I appreciate you respecting that. The fear boner himself. Becoming a member. Becoming a member for the 11th month. Why is everyone saying I'm crazy for taking Kelsey as my round 1 pick? I have so many options for running backs and wide receivers this year. Are you crazy for it? No. Is it something I've done? No, I haven't, because I'm not interested in taking Kelsey in the 1st round. There's other guys that I want to do that with. But as far as being crazy, you're not crazy in any way, shape, or form. I mean, if you draft Kelsey in the first round, as long as nothing happens to him, you're set at the position all season long. Brad Booth becoming a member for the 27th month. What up, Kyle? What up, Brad? Just want to thank you all for putting in so much work this off season. Drafting tomorrow, Brad. Best of luck in your draft tomorrow, baby. First round in a 14 team and you were the last pick? Ben, absolutely not. Because in a 12-team league, that's almost a middle of the second round pick, which is way outside of his ADP, so you're fine. Debo Sims becoming a member for the 11th month. Should I try to get Waddle? I'm thinking about trading Devontae Smith, or I stay with him and just wait for what he does this season. I would take Waddle over Smith. Anthony, that's not true, man. That's... wait, first off, here's two things. First off, when do teams ever show their hand on what they're doing? When can we ever tell? And Tank Bigsby was only a third-round pick. Do you know how many third-round picks actually go on to be heavy fantasy viable players? They drafted Tank Bigsby because he does things well that Travis Etienne does not. And that is short yardage and in the red zone. Travis Etienne is a home run threat. And I did videos on this year showing how insane his efficiency was. And their starting quarterback was Travis Etienne's starting quarterback in college. Those two are like this. You really think Jacksonville is going to look at their number one overall pick, who is coming into a potential breakout season, and say, hey, guy, we're actually going to take your best player, one of your best players off the field, a guy that you have a huge connection with that rocked it in college, to put Tank freaking Bigsby in there all the time. It's not happening. All right, Anthony, I'm not responding to you again about this. I've answered it. I've answered it several times now. Kyle becoming a member for the 11th month. Trade Anthony Richardson and Sky Moore for Trevor Lawrence, Rondale Moore, and a third round in Dynasty PPR. He wanted me to include Pacheco for Khalil Herbert, but no. So you would trade Anthony Richardson and Sky Moore for T-Law, Rondale Moore. The safe trade here. The safe trade here would be for Trevor Lawrence. Now, I would rather take a gamble on Sky Moore than Rondale Moore, but not by much. And then I'm assuming that third round is a third round rookie pick, which doesn't really move the needle for me that much. It's kind of what you want, man. Safe wise, you go after Trevor Lawrence. Anthony Richardson obviously could be an absolute stud. If you watch his channel, you already know how much I love Anthony Richardson. Yeah. As much as I love Anthony Richardson, you probably got to go for T-Law there. But I would either try to get another wide receiver or bump that pick up to a different pick or get a different player for that pick. Yo, Kyle, show us your latest card hit or pickup. It's not here yet. The last card I bought was a gold optic rated rookie Anthony Richardson numbered to 10. That was the last card I picked up. It's not here. It won't be here until midweek. Ricky becoming a member, or not becoming a member. Send in a $5 dono. Ricky, appreciate you. You're already a member. I think Kelsey in the first round works if you get late round QB and build team with wide receivers and running backs. It can work for sure. You got to do it right. But it's not. Yeah. I scrolled all the way down. Hold on, I got to scroll all the way back up here. Okay, there we go. Sapper 227 with the $2 donation. Swag, who's ranked higher, Fields, Lawrence, or Herbert? I have Herbert, Lawrence, and Fields in that order. Lit Nick gifting 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Those went out to Tim, Steve Espinoza, H2O Lander, Durs, and N9 Tails YouTube. Nick, appreciate you. Everybody throw a little hashtag Nick in the chat, and if you got a gifted membership from him, make sure you thank him. I'm at the fair getting gyros. Oh, will you please eat one for me? I love a good gyro. Christopher Gilmore. Diggs or Bijan at 10 in a 2 running back, 3 wide receiver league. I'd still go Bijan there. That's a pretty good value at the 10. All right. Sean, there is not a Discord link. I don't think Anna's here right now. I have not seen her in the chat. So it's really easy to access Discord. I can show you right now, actually. Just give me a moment here. Here, I can show you how to access Discord. Just, you got to give me a second to do it. Let's make our window capture. Let's make it Discord. We got to size it, though, so it actually fits. Why? This is not locked. Why can I not move this? There we go. Here, I'll show you right now how to access Discord. Okay, so here is Discord. All right. So what you need to do, it's going to look kind of the same way in 2 different areas. So you go to connections. So if you're on your desktop, go into your settings, and it doesn't, you could be on your desktop or your phone, it doesn't matter, but go into your Discord settings, click on connections like you can see here. Why is streamer mode enabled? There we go. So go in here, go into connections. If you're on desktop, there is going to be a YouTube symbol up here. If you're on your phone, there's going to be a button that says add. You'll click add, and then you will also go to YouTube then at that point. So then you'll do that, and then you will get a notification within Discord that says, please log into your YouTube account, and you'll log in right there. So enter your username and password associated with the YouTube account that you have used to become a member. Click add or connect, whatever it says, and then it will automatically put you into Discord. It will automatically put you into Discord. And that's how it's done. Boom, we nailed it. Carlos Douglas Jr. I am in a keeper league. Got the 4th pick in a full PPR, 14-man, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. I'm keeping A.J. Brown as my 3rd rounder. Love it. Chase will be my pick at 4. What do I do in the 2nd round? Running back, wide receiver, or Hurts? First off, Carlos, appreciate the $10 dono. It's hard for me to tell you. Honestly, it's very hard for me to answer that question. First off, the fact that you're getting Jamar Chase as your 4th overall pick in a keeper league is crazy because I'm assuming Bijan will go before him. But does that mean Justin Jefferson? Who else, though? Justin Jefferson, Travis Kelce? Like, who's not being kept that's being drafted ahead of Jamar Chase that's allowing you to get him at the 4th overall pick? Because even in a full-fledged redraft league, he's typically going, like, number 2 or number 3. So very crazy. So I don't know what you would be able to do in the 2nd round because I don't know who's being kept. If you get Chase and you have A.J. Brown already, then you definitely should be going running back, especially in a keeper league. It's already going to be super thin at that point. You got to go running back over Hurts. Hey, there's Anna. I literally just said her name a minute ago and she pops up. Anna, is there a possibility that you, if you are near your computer, can paste the connection directions for Discord? If not, it's okay. I showed them, but it would be nice to have it on there. Polo Dude becoming a member for the 23rd month. Drafting today. Polo Dude, best of luck. Sapper. Why did my team pick up Trey Lance? Appreciate the $2 donation. No, that's good. Like, that was a brilliant move by the Dallas Cowboys. Brilliant move. Do I trust that Trey Lance is going to be this amazing player that I once thought he could be? Not anymore. Unfortunately, he's been sitting for a long time. But he now lands on a team that can absolutely develop him over the next 3 years and potentially use him soon. This was really, really good. This is really, really good. Great pickup for them. I loved it. We got a bunch of these spam last time from Go NFL Online. I need to hide them. Need to reconnect. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. If you can, you can. If you can't, no worries. Shown becoming a member for the 3rd month. Who should I grab at the 1.03 full PPR wherever receiving yard is 0.5 points? Well, I assume Justin Jefferson will go first and Chase will go second. So, I mean, it's a full PPR. Christian McCaffrey is going to be the best receiving backs in all of football. Still going to go Christian McCaffrey at that point. What up, Wendy's? Joe Nixon. Is Joe Nixon related to Joe Mixon? Are they cousins? I couldn't help it, Sean. How far would I let JT drop? I mean, if you get a shot at him in the 3rd round, I probably don't pass it up. So will Trey Lance will only take 6 years to develop. Well, his contract will be up before that. But yeah. But how many years did it take Geno Smith to develop? How many years was it before Alex Smith, became the type of quarterback that people thought he would have been at the 1st overall pick? I mean, it just happens with some quarterbacks. It just does. And who knows, maybe it will happen with Trey Lance. He has good talents. He's just got to get better at some critical stuff. Durs, would you trade your 1st and 5th pick for a 2nd and 3rd and a half-point PPR? Durs, it's going to depend on where you're drafting in the 1st round. So let me know where you're drafting in the 1st round, and then I will let you know. Kyle, you drafting Aaron Jones or Joe Mixon on the 2-3 turn for a full PPR? Since it's full PPR, I'm going Aaron Jones. You have the 5th overall pick. How many is it? 5 or how many people? 10, 12, 14, 16? Anna, listen, do you need to hire me as protection during these drafts? I will come sit next to you, and then if anyone gets close. Where's Durs? 12 people. Oh, man. I definitely would rather have an extra 3rd round pick over a 5th round pick. Where is he drafting in the 2nd round? Because we know you're going to have a back of the 2nd round pick. Where is he drafting in the 1st round? He's drafting in the 2nd spot. So essentially, you'd be moving from 5 to 14. You would be moving from 5 to 14. Man, that's hard for me to do. I probably don't. Definitely would rather have a 3rd round pick than a 5th round pick. But if you drafted back half of the 1st round, I would be okay with it. 5th overall is a little too much for me, probably. Damn, man. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. My heart says do it. My gut says don't. My heart says that you could absolutely nail a great start to your draft, but my gut is saying that could work out to be bad. I probably hold for right now, and I don't love that. I don't love that answer. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with football and headliners and Headliner Nation all coming together. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Joe R with the $5 dono. 8-man PPR draft 3rd pick. Do you go for Bijan, Kelsey, or someone else? At the 3rd, I'm either taking CMC, Chase, or Justin Jefferson, whichever one of the 3 land there. Mega Dr. Dre, what's going on with the $5 dono? Mega, it's been a while since we've seen you in the chat. Thanks so much for your donation. What up, Kyle? You guys are awesome. Yeah, I love you guys. Love you, man. My voice is like a combination between Fergie and Jesus. He shoved his head into your neck and sniffed. I don't mean to laugh. I don't. I really don't. I just picture the look on your face as this man is sniffing you. I'm sorry. This isn't funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. I know that's a Step Brothers reference. I've seen Step Brothers plenty of times. Rank Saquon, Stevenson, and Jacobs 1st pick of the 2nd round. I've got Saquon, Jacobs, and Stevenson in that order. Derek, 0.2 PPR. 0.2 PPR? Okay. I mean, 0.2 PPR is closer to being standard than it is half, because you'd get 0.5 and half, so it's closer to being standard league. Swag Rich is always a thing. I kind of left Swag Rich over on the gaming channel, which I haven't had a ton of time for lately. Sapper 227 with a $5 donation. What pick would I have? No choice but to draft Cooper Kupp with all the other picks available in the first. Sorry if this is a dumb question. Not a dumb question. I mean, if he gets to the late first, it's hard to pass on him. I would take Justin Jefferson over him. I would take Jamar Chase over him. Personally, I would take A.J. Brown and CeeDee Lamb over him. I know that's probably not a popular opinion. Stephon Diggs is super close. Running back wise, CMC, Eckler for sure. Bijan maybe. Yeah, it really just depends. It really just depends on what you're kind of feeling at that point in time, to be honest. If he falls though, to I would say like into the third part of the first round, then I would go for him. Catfish Bill 66, welcome to the exclusive Headliner Nation family by joining up in the Holden Chubb tier. Trojan 3659 becoming a member for the 23rd month. What's up, Kyle? You're on the clock. You taking Kelsey or Bijan, then Adams, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, or Garrett Wilson on the turn around? I'm going Bijan, and then I'm going Amon-Ra back. Cup or Eckler in a standard league? It's closer to being Cup, but I probably still go Eckler. Cody Peterson with the $5 donation. Full PPR got stuck with Geno at quarterback. Wide receivers are Chase, Devontae Adams. Would you feel safe moving Devontae for a wide receiver too and say Burrow or Herbert, or would you stay? I would be okay with it, but it 100% depends on who that wide receiver 2 is. It would be 100% dependent on that. So it'd have to be one of those things where I'd have to know who before I could say, yeah, do that. J-Noise 88, thoughts on Zach Ertz, late AF with Murray unknown, Connor getting overworked, and a weaker receiving corpse. I mean, I would think about it late in a best ball league, but I probably wouldn't do a redraft league with him right now. Purple Hippo, you're welcome. We have, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know if you guys have caught today's video or not. Today's video got we were surprised. Not a whole lot of views the last 2 days. YouTube's been really, really weird this year. We'll go like straight bangers for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden like views just drop. It's like nobody's watching. It's crazy. But with that being said, today's video, Jake announced another giveaway for Underdog where we're going to give away $200 in Visa gift cards. So anybody that signs up is going to be eligible before 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, tomorrow. So anybody that signs up over the weekend, any new signups from the time his video dropped today till 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, anybody that signs up for Underdog is going to get the standard price or the standard deposit match up to $100, be entered into the giveaway for an item from Jake's office, and you're going to get a free draft guide. But on top of that, you're also going to be eligible for a $100 gift card. And then if we have 1,000 signups by tomorrow night, then we're also going to pick another person, it doesn't matter when they've signed up, to also win another $100 Visa gift card. So if you have not signed up yet for Underdog, right now is the time to do it. Right now is the time to do it. And again, if you sign up for Underdog, all you have to do is deposit $10, and you're going to be put into a drawing to win any memorabilia piece from Jake's office that you want. You're going to get a free draft guide, which is $21 and 99 cents. Aaron Rodgers just threw a touchdown. Well, then we nailed our first prop, baby. Let's go. Do y'all remember when I even specifically said all he's got to do is throw a touchdown on the first play? And there he goes. He's over. Love that. Love that. To Garrett Wilson. Is DJ Moore a wide receiver too? Absolutely. Absolutely, he's wide receiver too. Mason Abs becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Mason, welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation. Thanks for joining the Holden Chubb tier. Glad to have you here. Sean, Cooper Kupp was a top 10 wide receiver with Jared Goff, too. I believe he was. If he wasn't top 12, he was like top 15 for sure, I think. So he absolutely was a thing before. He just was massive when Stafford came. Jared, should I pick up the draft guide if I only do full PPR? Absolutely. The draft guide isn't tailored to a specific scoring format. It is, and everybody in the chat, if you own the draft guide, let, who was it? Jared know whether or not they should get the draft guide. But it's all about teaching you about players. Now, our cheat sheets do have standard, half, and full PPR cheat sheets. But the entire guide is about teaching you about players. So regardless of what type of league you play in, this draft guide is going to help you no matter what. Heck, this draft guide, if you play in a Dynasty league, this draft guide can help you. If you play in a Dynasty league, it can help you. What up, Highwayman? Yeah, if you can get Underdog, you absolutely should do that. Dapper Dan. Becoming a member for the 12th month. What's going on, Isaiah? Higgins in the 3rd. Chubb in the 2nd. Jacobs in the 6th. Hopkins in the 11th. London in the 10th. Or Jamison Williams in the last round. Pick 2 in a full PPR. Chubb in the 2nd for sure. And then Jacobs in the 6th. Chubb and Jacobs for sure. Anna becoming a member for the 13th month, which isn't even close to being correct because she's been here for multiple years. I've been here for a whole 13 month. Nice. LOL. Oh, yeah, the draft guide is amazing. Definitely get that guide. Draft guide is unreal. Definitely get it. Draft guide is fire. 1,000% worth it. Draft guide is OP. Rory, I am sounding better. Thank you. The Flippo-Ramas and Scratch and Sniff. Daniel, what in the hell are you talking about? How much is the draft guide? The draft guide is $21.99 through our website. There is a link in the description of this video. Go to thefantasyheadliners.com. $21.99 for the draft guide. And it's worth every penny. But if you can play Underdog in your state, download the Underdog app, create an account, and deposit $10, and you get the draft guide for free. Mason, welcome back from your shopping trip. Underdog Fantasy we are having a lot of fun with Underdog this year. What round am I targeting a QB? Really, the sweet spot for quarterbacks, I feel like this year is like 6th round for Trevor Lawrence, if you can do that. You're still getting a high upside quarterback and you're waiting. Hey, Zeus, same thing. If you want a draft guide, you can go to thefantasyheadliners.com and purchase one there for $21.99, or you can download the Underdog app, create a free account, then deposit $10 using code word headliners, and you get the draft guide for free. Should we be worried about Josh Allen and the Madden curse? I don't really believe in that stuff. Anna, you just said we're coming up on our 4-year anniversary. You should change that to I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary with the Fantasy Headliners. Because we don't need another repeat situation where someone thinks that you and I are a couple. I completely forgot about that until I just thought that. I forget who it was. I forget who it was, but Anna's reaction to that guy when he was like, Anna, what's Kyle like when you guys sleep at night? And it was like, what the hell? Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh, I forgot about it. What up, George? Wendy's, Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Mixon, and Gibbs. I've got Jacobs. I'm pretty sure I got Jacobs, Jones, Mixon, and Gibbs in that order. Since it's full PPR, it's probably going to be Jacobs, Jones, Gibbs, and Mixon for me instead, though. Everyone chill out. Sean, I appreciate that. We don't name that channel around here anymore, though. It's a dirty word. Unicorns. What was the worst draft pick last season for you all? At a live draft, this guy took Debo at the 1.10, and then he went Melvin Gordon at the 2.03. He had 9 shots of Everclear and forgot about Javonte. Oh, my God. Oh. My worst draft pick last year. My worst call. I mean, I guess that's good if I can't remember. Are we getting another rankings video soon? No, because we've updated rankings in the draft guide. I need to hold on a second. I need to look here real quick. I mean, I pushed Javonte Williams pretty hard last year, but he got hurt. Nothing that we can do about that. Hold on a second here. Let me... Leonard Fournette probably was not a good one. I know that. I know I was pretty high on Leonard Fournette for a majority of the offseason. Problem with that is the O-line injuries. It's not Leonard Fournette's fault. I know I wasn't as high on Kenneth Walker as some people. Probably should have pushed him a little bit harder last year than I did. Jeez Louise, man. Running back wise, I feel like I killed it last year. Jonathan Taylor being the 1.01 was the same for everyone, though. So I'm sorry. I am not taking an L on Jonathan Taylor. Because everybody took an L on Jonathan Taylor. I mean, last year in the dynamic running back section of the draft guide, I pushed Josh Jacobs hard as being a breakout candidate. He finished number 3. We're always high on Nick Chubb. He finished number 5. And the DRBR, I pushed Tony Pollard as being a breakout candidate. He finished at number 7. We told people to draft Jamal Williams late as a running back handcuff to Swift because he can't stay healthy. He finished at number 8. Ramondre Stevenson was another breakout candidate I listed in the dynamic running back section of the draft guide. He finished at number 11. Travis Etienne was a guy that we pushed heavy last year, and then we pushed for people to keep him afterwards. After the slow start, he finished at running back 17. Man, I don't know. Like, I felt like we did really good with running backs last season. Allen Robinson was a bad one last year. I know that. Allen Robinson, I did not. That was one that we were kind of high on that did not work out. Listen, no. If I see Taysom Hill's name in the chat, I'm blocking you. Stevenson is at RB 10 or 11 for me, maybe. It's hitting different. I 8 years already, Kyle. Damn it, Nick. That sounds really good, though. Do you all want to see the Dynasty draft that Nick, Cody, and I are doing right now? Haysom Till. Dog found a way around it. Russell Wilson was one. Yeah, Russell Wilson. We thought that offense was going to be a lot better than what it was. Yes. Yep. Yeah, let's take a look at the team that Nick and I are drafting together right now with Cody, who I don't think is here. So this is the team that we have right now. So, and like I think we're blowing ever. This is a Dynasty League, super flex, 2 flex spots, half PPR. It is a little bit more favorable to quarterback scoring. So quarterbacks typically finish a little bit higher in this. We feel like we've absolutely nailed it. So we took Trevor Lawrence at the end of the first, which we had to do because there was like 8 quarterbacks drafted in the first round, one of which was Anthony Richardson. Which we were thinking about Anthony Richardson potentially in the second round. But yeah, there was like eight quarterbacks out of the first 12 picks taken. So we went with Trevor Lawrence to start the draft. Then in the second round, we went with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now in the third round, we decided to go with Breece Hall. And I made the argument with Breece Hall that I said, hey, he's a third-round pick right now. If we were drafting next year with no Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall is probably a first-round pick. I would be willing to bet that Breece Hall is going to be a first-round pick and will be in the conversation for 1.01 overall along with Bijan Robinson if he stays healthy. If he misses a ton of games, obviously not. If he stays healthy, though, I think you're going to see some of those similar numbers that we saw last year, and he's going to be a high running back draft pick next year. How often do we update the draft guide cheat sheets? We literally just did it yesterday. And if there's any other major movement, then we'll do it again before kickoff of week 1. So then we decided to go with Breece Hall in the third. And then it's a third round reversal too. So we were drafting at the 11th spot. So this really favored us because we drafted at the end of the first, at the end of the at the beginning of the second, and then at the beginning of the third, we drafted again because the order reverses in the third round. So we got Trevor Lawrence, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, then we reversed back to the beginning of the third. So then we went with Breece Hall. Then when it came to us at the end of the fourth, we went with Ramondre Stevenson there, young running back, and then we went with DJ Moore at the beginning of the fifth. So, yeah. We felt like we absolutely nailed that. Then in the 6th round, I ended up convincing Nick and Cody to go with James Cook. My argument there was that absolutely solidifies our running back position for the next 3 to potentially 4 years with the guys that we have. We did not want to spend a bunch of picks on... We did not want to spend a bunch of picks on running backs that could potentially be out of a contract within a year because then we've seen what the landscape is for them right now. We wanted to spend picks on young running backs that we know are going to be with the same team for the next 2 to 4 years. So we went with James Cook in the 6th. In the 7th, we decided to go with a win now pick with Aaron Rodgers. We debated that one for quite some time because we went back and forth between Aaron Rodgers and Christian Kirk. And Aaron Rodgers, we decided quarterbacks are starting to go pretty fast. There's not a whole lot of guys left. Let's go win now with Aaron Rodgers, and we just got to make sure that we get a younger quarterback later on. So we took Aaron Rodgers, and then there was a run on wide receivers, and Christian Kirk's name was one that we were like, in the 8th round, we absolutely have to have this guy. We absolutely want him. I ended up reaching out to the guy that was in front of somebody else that wanted a wide receiver, that they didn't have very many wide receivers, and we traded up in front of him and grabbed Christian Kirk. He would have been gone before it got to us. So we traded up and grabbed Christian Kirk. Then when it came back to us, we debated between Alexander Mattison and Sam Howell. We decided to go Alexander Mattison because he's a guy. Now we have 4 strong running backs for this year. If this year doesn't work out for us, we can probably trade Alexander Mattison if we want to in season. If not, we can definitely, oh, well, that sucks. We can definitely put him in as a 4th flex. Absolutely love what we did there with him. But we really wanted Sam Howell. So I ended up fleecing a dude to trade back into the 9th round to grab Sam Howell as our QB3. I'm absolutely loving this roster right now. It is a sexy roster. I love it. Honestly, trying to figure out the RB1 and rate that roster for me, please. Put your grade, or I'll put it back on the screen while I talk. Rate the roster on the screen. Dynasty, half point super flex. Half point PPR super flex. Honestly, 12 man. Yes, 12 man. Honestly, I don't know who the running back in in Indianapolis is going to be if and when Jonathan Taylor is traded. I don't know. It could be any number of guys. Deion Jackson looked good last year, but you've got Evan Hall, who has played really, really well in the preseason. A lot of things could happen, and it's probably not a team that I'm trying to figure out right now. We got a B-. That's better than a B-. Get out of here. Ian says 9 out of 10. Nick says 6.9 out of 7. Jay Field says 9 out of 10. No, we don't have a tight end yet. We don't have a tight end, but there's still quite a few tight ends left. We've got plenty of options. A -10? Okay, troll. B-. What are these B-? If you're grading this roster anything less than a B+, you are faded. Come on. Garrett Wilson or A.J. Brown? I have A.J. Brown higher. Where will JT end up? If I had to place my money somewhere, it would be Miami right now. John, new subscriber, welcome in. 18 family PPR league. Got Kelsey, Allen, Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, Gibbs, Montgomery, Kamara, P. Ryan, Khalil Herbert. Can I play Gibbs and Montgomery together in week 1? John, I'm not doing any week 1 advice yet, man. I don't know. I have not broken anything down for week 1. So my guess is that you will be able to play Gibbs and Montgomery together in certain weeks, but I can't tell you right now if that's going to be week 1 or not. Since you're a new subscriber, though, stick around and we'll cover all those questions for you, week 1 content. Wendell is faded. Wendy's giving it an A-. Hopefully Breece is good to go off right off the bat, or you'll be forced to correct yourself. Not really, because even if Breece isn't good to go, we've still got Ramondre, we still got James Cook, and we still got Alexander Mattison. What's wrong with being faded? Juwan Johnson goes undrafted for some reason. Ian, it's because of Foster Moreau coming back, and they decided to bring back Jimmy Graham. And that's just a really weird signing. That's why Juwan Johnson's not going anywhere right now. Tanner's faded, obviously. Tanner, it's okay. If JT goes to Miami, where should we draft him? He's a first-round pick for me. And he's a top 5 running back. George! What's going on, George? It has been a while. It is good to see you in the chat. George gifting 10 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. George, I appreciate you. Make sure everyone throws a little hashtag George in the chat for me. And make sure you thank him. If you're Jeff, John, Short Fuse, Pimpin' Sneaks, V, Field Golds, Devin, One Life, Red Eye. Make sure you all... Oh, and King Kai, make sure you all thank him for your gifted sub. George, appreciate it. It's gifted sub season. I love you, baby. I love it, George. Mason Abs decided to upgrade his membership to full chub. Mason, appreciate you upgrading your membership. Thank you so much. Brady Dazuski with the $5 dono. Pick 5th in a full PPR. Tickle. Who should I draft? Jay Jettis, Chase McCaffrey, and probably Eckler off the board. Bijan. You can go Bijan there if you want to. You can go Tyreek Hill. For me, it would be between those two. Bijan and Tyreek Hill. I do have Chubb ranked higher than Bijan. But Chubb's ADP is at the end of the first. Bijan's is in the middle of the first right now. If you love Chubb as much as I do, though, then just take him. If I was drafting and I had the 5th overall pick, I would draft Chubb, and I wouldn't even think twice about it. If this video gets 200 likes, I'll gift another 5 to match George. We've got 243 people in here right now, so this shouldn't even be an issue. Shouldn't even be an issue. 200 likes, and we're going to get more gifted memberships in here from Nick. Why did my screen share program just closed? Sapper upgraded his membership to Excessive Chubb. Sapper, we appreciate you. Sapper, now that he's a member of Excessive Chubb, he can actually send direct messages in Discord to Jake and I to get our one-on-one opinions and his questions answered. Footlong meatball, please? Do what? I mean, listen, that was my nickname in high school. Footlong meatball. Everyone would come around and be like, "What up, Footlong?" I'd be like, "What's going on?" JT on the Vikings. That would be good. That'd be scary. We're only at 142 likes. Nick is begging you all to get to 200 likes on this video so he can send you more gifted memberships. And we're only at 143 likes with 240 people watching. Oh my gosh. What up, Eddie P? Becoming a member for his 13th month of Excessive Chubb. Eddie, appreciate you. Kyle, hope you're having a great Saturday, my guy. I am. I hope you are as well. Is Greg Dulcich or Marvin Mims someone worth considering now that Judy is dealing with a hamstring? Thanks, and everyone, be a member already. We know that you want to. Oh, and everyone go be a member already. Yes, yes. Okay. So Dulcich and Marvin Mims both got bumps in my rankings. 100%. Marvin Mims is a guy that I have been talking about since the draft, though. I didn't love his landing spot because of everyone around him, but Tim Patrick is done for the season. They released KJ Hamler. No guarantee he'll be brought back. Judy's now dealing with an injury. Marvin Mims could absolutely, especially in best ball, be a big-time playmaker this year for them. Dang, not only did Mason become a member today, but he went from becoming a member to upgrading all the way to excessive chub today. Mason, appreciate you. Njoku just went. Yeah, I saw that. What a foot long. Where do I think Kareem Hunt goes? He's not going to go anywhere until probably an injury happens, I think. Marcus, Deshaun Watson as a quarterback one is absolutely okay. So also, too, if y'all were wondering, so in a video a couple of weeks ago, we did a giveaway on Underdog, the Bulldog 2 competition. It was a $500 entry fee. First place gets $100,000. We gave away a free spot in that draft to draft a team with me, and James Dennison was our winner for that. And if you guys want an update, this is what our team is looking like right now. We went with Justin Fields, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Damian Pierce, DJ Moore, and George Pickens on this team so far, and we're liking it. And again, in best ball, we are looking for highest upside possible, and I think the stack with Justin Fields and DJ Moore is pretty big. Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry are a little bit more of safer picks, but Damian Pierce has some nice upside, and so does George Pickens. So we're liking where we are right now in this draft. We're up again in 3 picks, I think. But we like where we stand right now. We're going to fade. We've already talked about it. We're fading the tight end position. So we are going to draft like 3 or 4 tight ends, all with touchdown upside, and we're just going to let potentially one of those guys help us out each week. And then we're going to start hammering wide receivers here. Am I a Cortland Sutton truther? No, I had Jerry Jeudy pegged. I had Jerry Jeudy pegged as more of a I don't want to say breakout candidate. Did I have him? Yeah, he was a breakout candidate in the draft guide. Unfortunately, he's hurt, but Frisket Biscuit not becoming a member, but upgrading his membership to full chub. Frisket, I appreciate you, man. DK and James Cook are Ramondre and Zay Flowers. Can't go excessive. I have my wedding coming up. That's okay. No worries, man. Congratulations on that. Am I still high on Hunter Henry? Absolutely, I am. I've got Hunter Henry inside my top 12 tight ends this year. DK and James Cook or Ramondre and Zay Flowers is interesting. If you want the upside, I'm going to go with Ramondre and Zay Flowers. Python's new to the channel. Python, welcome into the Headliner Nation community today. Thanks for being here. Everyone, welcome Python in. He's joining the channel for the first time today. Don't forget, hey, Jake and I are still going to be dropping best ball links over the next couple of weeks. So if you want to compete against Jake and I, make sure you sign up for Underdog. I don't love Gerald Everett this year. With the addition of Quentin Johnston, I'm just not a fan of Gerald Everett. There's just way too many mouths to feed there right now. Should I create an underdog draft right now? Do 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 do. Bop chicka bop bop ba da 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 dee 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 boop ba da da boop beep bop bop ba da 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 da. Dee 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 da 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 dee 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 weep beep deeps. I'm gonna try and put this as a YouTube message here real quick. Hold on. What in the world? Why can I not share? This ad wouldn't run because I had a screen share on my phone. Listen, if you don't want your content shared, then don't freaking put it on there. Okay, I just tried to paste it. Why is it not popping up? Am I... Hold on a second. Oh, so you can see that. Why can't... Why is my thing not popping up? All messages are visible. It's not letting me post it. Is Deebo Samuel a wide receiver 1 this year? No. No. Laporta or Musgrave? I would have, if we're talking about right now, yeah, that's one of my professional pictures. I haven't updated it recently. If we're talking about what can they do this season, I would have to go with Musgrave over Laporta. Long term, I would go Laporta, though. Really, personally, I'm avoiding New Orleans running backs. If you get Kamara at a decent spot, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I am going to... Swagridge did not die. I leave him over on the gaming channel. So as soon as this... Oh, Anna, I'll check that out in a minute. As soon as this stream is done, I am going to post a link. I'm going to post a link to our, I'm going to post a link to the draft that I just created. After this live stream is done, which I'll probably hop off here in a few minutes. I've been live for almost an hour and a half. I will go ahead and post that so you guys can hop in with me. So make sure that if you're not signed up for Underdog yet, that you do that. Download the app, sign up, and deposit $10 using code word headliners. Right now, it's Jacobs over Jonathan Taylor because we don't know when that's happening yet. We don't know where he's going. David Eckley upgrading his membership to Excessive Chubb. John the Drummer becoming a member for the 11th month. John, what's going on? Just picked up Bijan from waivers after some idiot dropped. That has to be a mistake, right? That dude is 100% going to come back in a little bit and be like, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, I can't give you any week 1 advice yet because I don't even know myself. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head what all the matchups are, to be honest with you. Because I'm still just like in draft mode right now. But oh my gosh. JT and Josh Jacobs, draft or avoid. Josh Jacobs just signed a 1-year, $12 million deal today. He's absolutely a draft now. Absolutely a draft. Jonathan Taylor, if he falls to like the 3rd round, I'm okay with it, but we do kind of have to just pump the brakes. We don't know where he's going. What is your favorite food to eat during a fantasy draft? I don't eat during fantasy drafts. I've got to be focused. I got to be focused. Bijan Dijon. Daniel, how do you think we feel? We started calling Bobby trees before we ever heard anybody else do it. And then the dude comes out with like a line of shirts and trademarks it. And everyone calls him Bobby Trees now. I never heard anybody call Robert Woods Bobby Trees before we called Robert Woods Bobby Trees. Never heard it. What up, Joe? Anyway, Jonathan Taylor doesn't play week 1. There's a really good shot. Brandon. Your jersey's right here. I'll be getting it in the mail next week. Does Jacobs move into your rankings now that the deal is done? I already kind of had him in a spot based on the fact that he would be playing. So I'm not adjusting my rankings for him too much because I really already kind of had him there anyway. Are energy drinks during any energy drinks? I can't drink energy drinks anymore. I found out I can have very little caffeine. I had some heart stuff pop up a couple of years ago, so I stopped drinking caffeine. And I hadn't had any caffeine in 3 years until this summer when I was at Costco doing some shopping and they had like a big multi-pack of Crystal Light. And with like the protein drinks that I have that I drink now, I can add Crystal Light with them. So I started doing that. One of them had caffeine in it and I had no idea. And I had like 3 of them in a day. And like, I was like, oh, what is wrong with me? Well, come to find out, it had caffeine in it. So I can do like 1 of those a day, but I don't do caffeine other than that. Am I crazy for thinking Olave in every draft? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not crazy for that. What is the membership for? Python. The membership is a monthly fee that you pay through YouTube that gets you access to exclusive content of ours. So Anna's putting it right there. The Holden Chubb tier includes access to members only videos and live streams. So members only videos for those of you that are members, let everybody know. I do film breakdowns for members only videos. So I'll watch film while I'm recording and I will back up and stop and I'll talk about what's going on and what I see and things of that nature. So if you enjoy that type of stuff, that's members only videos. During the season, there's member only live streams on Sunday mornings right before kickoff. So I only take questions. I only take questions from members during that time. It's not open to the public. And then anything like our flex rankings too. We don't do flex rankings for the public during the season. We put those as member only videos. We do our individual positional rankings, but then we put our flex rankings at the end of the week for members. So that's kind of what the member only content is. But then you get access to our Discord as well. And depending on what level you are, so Holden Chubb, you get access to Discord and you only get access to 3 chats in Discord. For the full Chubb, you get access to every chat in Discord except for 2. And there's tons of chats available to you. And then excessive chub, you get access to everything in Discord, which includes the MVP chat where the majority of people are. And then it also includes access to direct ticketing systems that allow you to message Jake and I asking for our opinion on stuff. And Jake and I do that. Glue with a $5 donation. What up, Jake? Nope, Kyle. I'm going to go ahead and let you pass on that since you sent a $5 donation. I am going to charge you another $2 donation, though, for getting my name wrong. It's okay, though. This one's on me. This one's on me. I'll cover that one for you. My draft is tonight. A little nervous, but I've studied the draft guide. Is it risky to go 3 running backs in the first 3 rounds? I will say the same thing over and over and over and over. The best start to any draft this year is wide receiver, running back, or running back, wide receiver, running back. That is the best start to any draft. My nose is itching like crazy all of a sudden. The members only videos are highly valuable. The Discord is also dope. The Discord is poppin'. Film breakdowns are goated. Yeah, Discord is always lit year-round. The gaming channel is dope. That's right, Nick. Maybe I'll try to stream on the gaming channel tonight, on Headliner Gaming. Maybe I'll try and stream. How do I ask the direct ticketing to ask questions? Or how do you use the direct ticketing? So if you're in the excessive chub tier, which, Peter, I can't see if you are or not. But, Peter, if you're in the excessive chub tier, it's on the, here, I can show it to you. Hold on. Peter, it's on the left-hand side. It's right here where it says questions. Mine looks a little different than yours because I can see the actual tickets from everyone that has one open. But if you click on questions, there is a link right here. You click on it. It opens up a ticket. And then you see how I got a little notification right here that says that there's a ticket open. And then all you have to do is type, hey, I have a question. And then it opens the ticket. And then I go in, I claim the ticket. And then when we're done talking, I close the ticket. And then whenever you have another question, then at that point, you just open up another ticket. Whew. All right. Kyle's breakdowns are dope. Bro awareness is on Peyton Manning level. Sean, you're my favorite person in the whole world right now. Sean is my favorite person. Any plans collaborating with other fantasy football channels? I mean, we've done some stuff with some other people. If they want to collab with us, they can reach out to us. But we have a very specific way of doing things that a lot of channels don't do. And because of that, it's just hard to collaborate with people. So, I mean, there's channels out there that want to sit down and make 45-minute videos just going back and forth talking about stuff. And we don't do that. We don't do it that way. So if there's another channel that wants to work with us, they're more than welcome to. Last year, we had Scott Hansen on for... Scott Hansen? Wait a second. Wait a second. Is that the dude from Red Zone or To Catch a Predator? What did I just say? Hold on a second. Because now I'm thinking to myself, I got something screwed up here. Yeah, Scott Hansen. What's the dude's name on To Catch a Predator? Because I said it and I was like, wait a second. What? Did I say that right? Chris Hansen. I said Scott Hansen and I was like, wait a second. Did I just get that wrong? I don't know why it sounded so weird coming out there, but I was like, what? Oh, man. If y'all were like questioning there for a second what was going on, I don't blame you. Nick, you already know, don't you? Nick already knows. Oh, man. Yeah, we had Scott Hansen on last year for a show. That was a lot of fun. We reached out to them again this year, and nobody responded to us. Scott didn't respond to us. Nobody from NFL Network responded to us. No idea. I have no idea why. All right. Hell Air Nation, I have to get out of here. It's Saturday night. My son and I have to head out to the football field for a little bit to get a little practice in. He got bumped up. I said it last week, but he got bumped up on his football team. So he's with some of the older kids now. But right now he's the starting tight end, which he's got to work on a few things because he was a wide receiver last year. So he's got to work on the blocking portion a little bit of it because it's just different play calls and stuff like that he has to know now. And then he played cornerback last year, but then they were going to move him to safety because they liked his ability a little bit back there more. But then they like his pursuit ability and the way he tackles, so now they've moved him to linebacker. So now he's the starting weak side linebacker on defense. So we're trying to learn a whole lot of stuff because our first game is in 2 weeks. And the funny thing is, the team he plays for is the Lions. So, yeah. Oh, Shagnificent. It's Swagrich. On Underdog, it's Swagrich TFH. Swagrich TFH. Have a good night, footlong meatball. Anyway, yeah, so my son and I need to get out there. We got to go do a little practice tonight, so we're going to do that because we take Sundays off because we practice Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So we're going to go get a little practice in tonight. My son doesn't know it yet, but I bought tickets to Michigan's home opener next weekend. So we're going to Michigan, and we're going to Ann Arbor next weekend. If any of you are going to be in the area, let me know, but I'll be in Ann Arbor next weekend. So I'm doing something with my daughter tonight to kind of make up for that. And then old Papa Rich is coming into town tomorrow. I got some Tiger stuff that I got to give to him. We're going to get some lunch. He's got to upgrade his phone, so I'm going to go to Best Buy with him to help him do that. So we have a fun little weekend planned. But Headline Nation, I've got to get out of here. I've got stuff I got to do, and I'm sure you all want to go watch some football probably. So y'all go get that done. Appreciate you all for tuning into the video. Appreciate you all for being a part of the nation. Keep an eye on the community tab here on YouTube because I will be posting. I'm not going to do it right afterwards because I didn't realize how late it was. I'm going to go do that stuff first, but I'll post on the community tab. When will the next live stream be? Probably next Saturday. I might do a members only live stream sometime this week during the night though. I can't tell you when. But I think we're going to do some film review stuff live so you guys can ask questions while I'm going through it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace out, stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a great Sunday, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Later, everyone.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now